Hey guys, welcome back to Blogging with Billy. Well, here I am about to review the new Ghostbusters movie. Well, I suppose when the movie was announced of 4 female Ghostbusters, everyone jumped on and said, oh no, that's damaging the franchise, no, we don't want that. And I thought, actually, I think it's brilliant. I think it's a new, fresh idea to bring to a very original franchise. That was a very good idea. An idea that could actually work very well with the right actresses. When the very first trailer came out a few months ago, can't remember when it was, people jumped on it with pure hate. People hated it. People were like, oh no, bring the original actors back. Hello, the last movie was back in the 80s, that's nearby 20, 30 years ago. The cast are too old now to play the roles. I just think people jump to conclusions. I mean, with every new, did anybody jump to hate the new Avengers film? No. Or did anyone jump to hate that feminist mock suffragette movie? No. People just say, but this one, people just jumped on. I think it's all down to a lot of people who still love the original franchise, like these crazy weirdo fans, you know, these over 40, still live at home, get tucked in by their mommies weirdos. But anyway, I think a lot of people just jumped on this movie very unfairly. I watched it, I thought it was very good, I liked it, my little brother liked it. So anyway, here's my review. Okay, the plot. The plot works very well. It opens true to form in true Ghostbusters style in the start of with a tour guide showing tourists around a spooky looking house and tells them the story of a demented woman who once lived in that house, killed someone, and her parents locked her away in a cellar room for several years. And even after her body was removed, she still haunts the place and even points to a very fucking creepy looking picture. And of course, true to form, this ghost does make an appearance, and by fuck she does the fuck. It's one of those things where a picture is creepy, but the real thing is creepier. But the plot flows definitely well. I mean, it sets up how our 4 Ghostbusters come together and decide we've got to stop that. There's something going on here. We have got to work together and stop these ghosts from destroying the city. The plot doesn't drag. It's sort of like a scare a minute. Everywhere they go, they run into some kind of spooky ongoing event. There are some very good scenes in the plot. The 2 highlight scenes for me are the scene at the concert hall where they have to defeat the ghostly dragon thing, and they have to scene where one of the Ghostbusters walks into a room full of mannequins and one of them comes to life. She's like, don't you follow me. And it follows her. And they're trying to defeat the ghost. They have to get up in the middle of the stage, and everyone thinks it's part of the act. This is so cool. They don't think it's the real thing. And the Ghostbusters have to fight back, and whilst the man who screams like a girl shouts, don't destroy the art decor! A bit of the building gets damaged and they trap the ghosts. So I think that was a very good scene. And the second scene I really enjoyed was the end scene, the battle scene where they have to fight all the ghosts. Definitely a kick-ass scene, and it worked out very well. So that was a very good scene. Well put together. And it definitely reminds you of those kick-ass moments from the original movies where they trap the ghosts. So this movie definitely does stay the source material and stays true to the originals. And still gives you that feeling of the originals. So for anyone who thinks it stamps it over the originals, get a fucking life. I thought it paid homage to the originals very well. And at times was even a bit better than the originals. Okay, the characters. The characters worked well. Okay, at times, some of them, I can't remember what you call her, tried to bring their own slapstick, buffoonery humour into it, such as your one trying to use the proton pack and getting thrown back against the wall or getting thrown around like a lead balloon. I didn't really find that funny. I was like, okay, you're trying to be too funny. I think if you're trying to be funny in a movie, be subtle. You don't need to bring all this slapsticky crash, bang, wallop into walls. That went out years ago, didn't it? For me, the character who was the highlight of the movie was Leslie Jones as Patty. I'm not kidding. She was hilarious. She brings her streetwise. Whilst the other 3 girls are sciencey people, she's just this streetwise person. And that's what I like about her. She's streetwise. And she has some great lines like, if I see them 2 kids from The Shining, I'm gonna faint. He dead. But the best line was, get out of my friend, ghost! The devil is real! The power of penny compels you! And slaps her. And even when the ghost actually still slaps her, get out of my friend, ghost! But seriously, Leslie Jones was the highlight of the movie. She was just so funny. I think she's absolutely brilliant. Okay. One thing was, Holtzman, I can't remember who he played her, I find her at times a teeny bit annoying and immature. When she's acting, when she's singing all in the lab and there's a fire, she's like, do, and you want to say, there's a fire, but I suppose in every great fictional team of heroes there's always one idiot, male or female. Chris Hemsworth, my god, he pops up in everything. I think he was born in the movie just to give it a little class. Not that it needed it now, but I suppose they just wanted to be sure. They brought in, so they think, oh, bring in Chris Hemsworth, everyone knows him as Thor. What's actually interesting is he plays the secretary. And he breaks that stereotype. Like, I mean, how many movies or TV shows you've seen this ditzy, blonde female secretary who's completely ditzy, doesn't even know how to use a fucking phone. He breaks that stereotype. It's actually a male secretary, ditzy secretary. And his idea of a good time is going to hide and seek championships. Like, what? That sounds like the most boring thing ever. But one of the funniest things he says is, oh, I've got a cat. Oh, I've got a cat. Oh, I'm allergic to cats. Oh no, it's a dog called Cat. Cat. A dog called Cat. What the hell? But no, it's interesting that they've chosen to break that stereotype, and he works rather, and he does very well in the film. He adds a bit of comedy, and at one point gets possessed by the ghost. Like, I can be a Ghostbuster! And gets zapped and possessed by the ghost. But no, Chris Hemsworth works very well in the film. As I've said before, one of the main things I want to do in this film was pay homage to the original two movies from the 80s, and they do that several ways. One of the ways is the cameo of Bill Murray. Bill Murray cameos in this film as this Harvard snotty I-know-it-all professor, and he disses the ghost girls, or Ghostbusters says, look, you people don't know what you're talking about, you're not scientists, you just go away, and because he's such a dick, the ghost kills him. And even though we're kind of like, oh no, which he kind of deserved because he was a prick. Like, you've always got to hate that in a movie, when you've got a group of heroes and you've got one irritating little prick who's like, oh, you people are heroes, you're just frauds, you aren't real. But look at characters that either get humiliated or they die. The latter, preferably. And another thing is, they brought Slimer in. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be Ghostbusters without Slimer. Everyone remembers him from the movie, this big green globby thing, gobbling everything inside. But in this movie, he not only has got fucking eaten half the food, he drives the Ghostbusters car, and I thought that was just hilarious. Like, he cannot drive. It's like, where do ghosts get a driving license? But no, I love that they tried to pay homage to the originals, and I think that's very clever. Like, I mean, if you look at the new Star Wars film, that's what they're trying to be fresh and original, but they're trying to pay homage to the original material. And I think with a franchise that is being an original franchise, not only do you come up with your own ideas, but pay homage to some of the original ideas. Okay guys, cheers for vlogging with Billy, so stay cool and stay tuned for what's coming next. Bye!